inside the cab of the 1949 Chevy 3100 camera car. It's going to be the first low-rider hot rod camera car. And to complete this, we need to set up our cockpit, right? We need to set up our operator station. So the first thing we need to do is mount a monitor. We need a monitor we're going to operate off of and pull focus in this case. So I'm going to be operating as a one-man band. So to do this, what we're going to do is we are going to grab our 4.5-inch CineMilled suction cup. I find the 4.5-inch, you could have used the 6-inch also. I just happen to have this one ready. So I have set this up ahead of time with 2 of our baby pins. Okay, I put them on the farthest most corners of the cheese plate, of our hex cheese plate right here. And I'm going to find a position that's going to be directly in front of where I'm sitting, right there. I'm going to want to mount it a little bit lower so that, there we go, as easy as that. I'm going to mount it a little bit lower so I actually have some view over the monitor. We are going to take our 360 Houdini right here, this guy, and a 5/8 rigging rod, and we're going to mount that right there. Let me loosen that up a tad. Now I'm just going to snug that up so that doesn't fall. Next step is we're going to grab our monitor, which is in this case a small HD 703, an ultra bright. And unfortunately this monitor doesn't have any side mounting positions, which is usually my preference. It has a top and a bottom. So I pre-rigged this little guy here. This is a 5/8 Houdini starter, right? So that's half of a Houdini. In this case, this monitor only has a 1/4-20 mounting holes on the top and the bottom. And our 5/8 Houdini, as you might know, uses a 3/8/16 thread, right? Bolt. But what we can do is we can take these 1/4-20 washers that we sell in the hardware section of our website as a spacer, and therefore now use a 1/4-20 to clamp down on the starter, right? So, all right, so all we have to do here is we're going to slide this guy in. We are going to, by moving this, by using Houdini and by rotating the Houdini on the baby pin, you can adjust tilt, right, and roll. So I'm going to make it level. I actually want to make it tilt up a little bit because I'm tall and my eye line's going to be right around like this. So once I'm happy with the final position of the monitor, I can tighten up that Houdini right there. And then I take my 1/4-20 wrench and I tighten up the Houdini at the bottom. Now, when you loosen that one, you can pan the monitor left to right. So you don't have to go super tight right now because we're moving everything. All right, so now we have this here and we have the upper baby pin. You could run like this. This is plenty stiff. You got a 5/8 rigging rod directly mounted to this monitor. It's very stiff. It's, really not going anywhere. But, we have a lot of pieces here, and I want to show you the ultimate. Whenever I can, I like to try to grab the monitor, in these rigging situations from 2 points, right? That keeps the monitor from vibrating like this. So what we're going to do here now is I'm going to slide I got another 5/8 360 Houdini right here. I'm going to slide that onto the baby pin, and then I am going to slide this guy through the top of the Houdini starter and then have it meet the 360 Houdini. Where is it? There we go. Just like that. All right, so at this point, nothing's tight, and we can still move the monitor around, right? I can use longer rods and bring the monitor further out if I wanted to, or I can keep it exactly where it is, which is where I think I'm going to want it. At this point, I'm also going to run my power cable. So let me do that. Tuck the power cable right there. Let me check the final here. We can fire up our monitor. Now that we got the monitor positioned, installed, powered up, the last thing we need to do here is give our final tighten of all of these bolts. So everything's a little bit loose, so we got to hold it in place while we get it tight. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and do the upper bolt right here. All right. And now I'm going to tighten the Houdinis the final time here. Boom. Let's do the bottom one. And that's it. So there you go. You can see here we're moving the entire vehicle. It's very sturdy. Now that we have the monitor mounted up and powered up, the next thing we need to do is camera control. So for camera control, we are going to be using the CineMilled Control Panel. So the control panel is just going to sit right on my lap, right here, and I'll be able to pan and tilt and control everything. So I'm just going to sit right here with the control panel on my lap. I'll have everything I need right here. I'll probably mount up my focus wheel right off to the side because I'll be focusing and operating. So that's it. The control panel is how we're going to be doing our camera control. We got our monitor here ready to go. And well, all that's left now is roll up these garage doors and head on out for the first test drive. All right, so to wrap up, what you're going to need to replicate this setup is a CineMilled rigging suction cup, 2 baby pins, 2 360 5/8 Houdinis, 2 5/8 Houdini starters, and the only difference is we're going to be using a 1/4 screw with a 1/4 washer, which we also sell on our hardware section of our website to complete the setup. Oh, and the 2 5/8 rigging rods. So that's it, guys. All that's left now is to roll up this garage door and go take this lowrider camera car for a test drive. I can't wait to get behind some beautiful hot rods and make some amazing images. So go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you on the road.